be here. It's hard to believe it's been 3 seasons passed since the last time we were here, trying to figure it all out. We came down after the 2019 season, or 18 season, getting ready for 19. And that's when everything happened, where we didn't have a chance to have spring football and all the different things that went into that. So bottom line is, last time we were here, every time we come here, it seems like there's amazing crowds. I guess they said this is a record crowd, but every time I've been here, the crowd's amazing to me. And just the energy, I appreciate it, Les. Thank you so much for your passion. It's obvious, it's contagious, it's infectious, and just everybody. You were just the whole Southern Indiana to me is just the crown jewel of Indiana sports and support for our program. Bottom line is that, as mentioned, we all know this past season was a challenge. It was difficult, it was tough, it was brutal, whatever word you want to use. It wasn't what any of us expected. You had all the expectations. I had them, we all had them. We had a really good football team that we were excited about. Guys worked their tails off, and for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. We experienced a ton of injuries, and so we go through and evaluate all that, why those happened, try to prevent those. And obviously knew we played a tough schedule. How about this? In 2022, ranked the most difficult schedule in the Big Ten is the Indiana Hoosiers, which that's awesome, right? And so the bottom line is, yeah, you can really clap for that. That's a great thing. It's challenging. And so to me, that's what this is all about. And so when I think about what we've been through, and I get interviewed, the last several weeks we had a chance to get in front of media and just talk, and every single time you just ask about, what you learned from the season, all the questions that you love to get. And so, but the bottom line is, I say, you just don't lose sight of who you are. Things were awesome. 2020, we did things that hadn't happened in 50 plus years. 2019, things hadn't happened in 25 plus years. Okay? 2021 was expected to be even better. And we embraced those expectations. All right? And so what I think about is, how are you going to respond when things don't go your way? Because you know what? Sometimes life's hard, and sometimes life's just not fair. And so for me, we weren't going to sit around and feel sorry for ourselves. So as you know, I always have a one word for every season, and our one word for 2022 is build. You've heard me speak, you've probably heard me say this many times, but I do believe this, that your product, the books you read, music you listen to, and who you hang out with. I don't care if you're 5 or if you're 50, okay? It's what you fill your mind with and who you surround yourself with. It's going to shape who you become. Now, Don Fisher, 50 years, that's amazing, really. Okay? I was 2 years old when you started working in Indiana. How about that? Think about that for you. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. 2 years old, wow. Still love that. So when you think about the books, I always, every year, whatever word we use, I find a book that helps me articulate that one word for our team. It's all about leading your team and creating belief and creating young men to be able to do things bigger than they think they can do themselves. And so the word Built to Last was the book that I chose to read. Jim Collins' book, Good to Great's another one. Those are two kind of classics in the world of studying companies, who does a great job in terms of over time. So Built to Last is really what I focused on since the season ended until we get ready for the start of next season and everything in between. When I think about that concept and that word build, it means to form. Okay, we're trying to form a team that plays as one. We want to unite our guys. We're going to unite guys from all across the country. As was already mentioned, we're blessed to bring in the top-ranked class in his record was ranked 15th in the country. Top-ranked class in the history of our program is coming into Bloomington. Half of them came in January. The other half are coming here in a couple weeks. Building. Trying to bring those guys from all across America, even beyond. Got some guys, 2 guys from outside of this country on our team to try and create one. And when you think about the word, when you unite guys, you try to unite them from different areas, that word unite to me is about coming together for a common purpose. And our common purpose is real simple. It's win the Big Ten. Bottom line, that's the goal. Okay? It hasn't changed. It hasn't stopped. I had a guy ask me about with all that happened, did you ever question LEO? I said, had to know. I believe in it. I believe it's how you build a football team that's going to withstand. I said, you know what? That's why we stayed together during such a difficult time. And when you study the book and you read the book Built to Last, the common denominator to great organizations to be able to withstand the test of time is to have something you believe in, have your core values. You never give up on those. You never lose sight of those, but you're willing to make changes to create what you want. So we made changes. Since the last time we played a game, we brought 20 new guys in, which we've never done before, in January. 10 out of high school, 10 out of different colleges. 20 new players on our team in January. We have 5 new coaches. That's significant. That's half our coaching staff. We have a lot of change. We made changes in scheme. I'm not just going to sit back and just hope everything changes. It gets better. But the core values don't change. Accountability, toughness, and love does not change. LEO is for life. It's not just for Saturday. I was blessed since the last time we were together. Our son got married. In fact, we had 2 weddings since the last time I saw you guys. My son got married, and I was blessed to be able to do that wedding. My son asked me to do it. I've never done a wedding before, paid $25, and I was able to be ordained. It's true. Got a little card in the mail, got a little certificate, $25, never took the quiz, nothing. A side job now, fundraiser. But the bottom line was pretty awesome. He married a softball player, so we had the bridesmaids were softball players and the groomsmen were football players, and that was pretty cool. She graduated from Indiana. And so, but the whole basis for the wedding was LEO. Living it out. Building a family off those principles. Accountability, toughness, and love. It's not just for Saturdays. When I think about building a football team, it's about building men that can stand up through the storms of life, because they're going to come. They're coming. That's what this is about. Because here's what I think. I think it's an and. It's not an or. You can build men and win the Big Ten. You can build men and do it the right way. You can build men and have a football team that this whole university can be proud of, with how they play and how they live every single day. That's what we're striving for. Before I move into talking about spring football and different things and some positions about, or specific comments about certain players, when I think about 2021, I think about this illustration. In fact, this is when I told our team, our first team meeting, we came back in January. Everybody here drove in some type of vehicle, right? I'm assuming you did unless you flew in a helicopter. In your car, in your truck, whatever you drove, you have a window in the front, and above that you have a rearview mirror. Does anybody know how much bigger your front windshield is in comparison to your rearview mirror? Anybody have any idea how much bigger it is? Obviously it's bigger. 80%. And that's the standard ratio for every single vehicle that's created in the world. 80%. That's how much bigger your windshield is than the rearview mirror. So as I told our players, I said, fellas, 2021 is in the rearview mirror. 2022 is the windshield. There's a reason why. Because what's happened to you in your past is near as important as what's going to happen to you in the future. We're going to learn from it. We made adjustments. We tried to figure out why things didn't go the way we wanted them to go. We're not blinded to that. We recognize that. We're accountable for those decisions. Make decisions, make changes, and then press on. Period. So some of those changes has created differences in the way we're going to do things. And so by design, we did not have a spring game. Okay, I'm not, I get it. I sit there, we watch every single one of them that's played across the country. Take notes, break them all down. All right, I didn't want, our first game of the season is September 2nd on a Friday night in Memorial Stadium against Illinois, a conference opponent, to start the season. It's the 4th time since I've been head coach. It's going into my 6th season now as head coach. It's hard to believe. we've opened with a conference opponent. So we're making some changes. I don't want them to see nothing. All right, so we put it on the Big Ten Network. They're going to see everything. You can't just go run something you don't do for a practice. All right, so that was the rationale for that, because I don't want them to get anything ahead of time. All right, so, but at the same time, I was at all those practices. So let's talk about that a little bit. QB competition is a big deal. Every time I get interviewed, I ask about the quarterback. All right, brought in a new young man, Connor Bazelak, came from Missouri, two-year starter. He was freshman, all SEC as a freshman. Came to our program, compete for that position. He and Jack Tuttle and several others, Tom McCauley and Dexter Williams, and that other room, it's a whole room that finally has help. Last year, going into the fall, sadly, we had one healthy quarterback. It's kind of a precursor of things to come. All right, this year everybody was healthy at the end of the spring ball, which is great. We did make some adjustments in what we did because I think that was important to do that. And then to me, it's about going out and finding some running backs. We brought in 2 running backs. Sean Shivers, to me, is an explosive player. He ran 10 300 meters. If you guys know anything about track, that's really fast. Okay? And then Jalen Lucas, the true freshman, is one of those 10 guys that came in. He's even faster than he is. Okay? So we, by design, went out and just had to get faster. Okay? Obviously, up front's huge. It all starts up front. Got to get better. Holman's got accountable. Matt Beverly had a tremendous spring. Challenged him to step up, become the leader I believe he needed to be. Same with Luke Haggard and Zach Carpenter. Those guys stepping themselves up and playing with the physicality, the toughness, and confidence you have to play at that position. A whole bunch of new receivers. Like AJ Barner has a chance to be the best tight end we've ever had in Indiana. That's my prediction. He's a special player. He's a big dude, and he can run. And he's got a tremendous level of work ethic and toughness. But he's young, he's prove it. Got to go prove it on game day. Love our receiver core, a lot of new names, a lot of guys you haven't heard of. You'll see them on Friday night, September 2nd, Memorial Stadium. Defensively, we got some of our best players back on defense. I'm excited about it. Unfortunately, many of those guys got hurt a year ago. Taiwan Moore was an awesome player. Played in 2 or 3 games last year, and that was it. So he's back healthy. Monster, we call him. I never call him Devon, but Devon Matthews, a.k.a. Monster, free safety, talented player. Excited to have him back. Cam Jones, the linebacker, has elevated his play, his leadership. Excited about our defensive line. Brought in several new guys, some transfers to be able to help us get bigger. It's the biggest our defensive line has been since I've been here. Excited about our football team. We got to go prove it on game day, right? You don't want to listen to me talk about it too much. But I am excited about this football team. Excited about our leadership that we have coming back. The day after we had our last game, I had 5 guys come to me and see me in my office. Sunday morning, everybody else was sleeping. They wanted to meet. Talk about what we're going to do to make sure this never, ever happens again. And some of these things are crazy. I mean, I get it. There's some things we couldn't control, but some things we can. So we sit there, we face them like a man, face to face. You talk about it. Talk about accountability. Talk about things that have to change to create the kind of football season and team that we want. That's all here's what we're going to I tell our guys all the time. The best team wins on game day. Not the best group of individuals, it's the best football team. That's who wins on Saturdays. And this year on Friday night. The best team. So the goal is to build the best football team. That's what we're doing right now. All our players are about to come back. Start our summer workouts here this weekend. We start after Memorial Day. Excited about getting our guys back on campus. We have the best strength coach in America, Aaron Bowman. I was reminded of that. So like I said, we haven't been here to talk about him. He was the head strength coach of the New York Giants. He came straight from there to Indiana. His family's from Indiana. His wife's from Indiana. He was a GA on our strength staff years ago. And he wanted to come back. So excited. He was a phenomenal job. Matter of fact, we have 5 players from the NFL coming to train with him. Because they picked him. They wanted to come train with him after he trains our guys. That's what we're doing. Guys, you all, if I mention their name, you know every single one of them. Elite players in the NFL. Choosing to come, we train by him. Bottom line is we got an awesome opportunity. I appreciate you guys so much. Keep supporting us. Keep being rabid fans of this program, of this university. We got awesome people. It's always about the people. Appreciate your support. Keep giving, keep coming, keep supporting. I know you will. It's in your blood, it's who you are. It doesn't change. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. Have an awesome night. Elio.